Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius, February 2, 2022. Live your creative fantasies today, but watch out for the reality police at the border. You may be experiencing a bit of conflict with a stubborn person or area of your life that is not very well planned. Think things through before taking action, or else you may find yourself lost in this world of daydreams without any escape hatch through which to come back through. Keep your mind set on the positive aspects of the situation and you will succeed. Something that is important to you is changing, and you are beginning to doubt whether there's a future in it or not. It may be a career field, or it could be a romantic relationship. Confusion may dominate your thoughts throughout the day, and you aren't one to be comfortable with an uncertain future. You need to give this a lot of thought before coming to any decision. Hang in there. Are you an intellectual or a poet, a novelist or a playwright? The celestial energy is leaving you alone with your anxieties and questions. You are sure of only one thing: words are friends you have decided to spend the rest of your life with. This is a kind of dream and a challenge that corresponds well to your Libra identity. Get to work. You will find your vocation, as well as your passion, in your writing. This is your day to shine in many respects. The action you take is right on the money, so draw back your bow as far as you can before letting that arrow go. There is a quiet strength to your being that comes out in bursts, but when it does, people will note it for miles and miles. Today provides one of those opportunities in which you will have the opportunity to display your incredible strength and passion to the world. Don't hold back. Your advice is in great demand. Because of your high energy levels, you are happy to comply, but take care not to give too much of yourself. You might suffer a burnout and lose interest in others. It's fine to ask others to return the favor. Ultimately, relationships work best and give and take are done in equal measure. Dive into your job or your art and don't worry too much about missing out on the world. Work suddenly becomes appealing for one reason or another. Everyone will still be there when you surface. As soon as you arrive on the scene, you find that rivals seem to fade from view. Maintaining a natural approach helps you get the attention from any potential admirers. Make the most of your desirability and appeal, but be sure you don't overdo the swagger. Any exaggerated conduct can quickly become a turn-off. It would be best if you would do some deep meditation today. You will find that connection with your inner space is incredibly valuable on a day like today. Realize that great transformations are made when you release control of your mind. Let things flow smoothly in line with the Tao, and don't worry so much about organizing and planning out all of your actions. Keep things simple and enriched with ease. The overall understanding of the situation will come naturally. Here are some wonderful vibrations. Professionally, you won't have any chance of realizing anything today, but rather your mind will wander a little to advance things further tomorrow. In your sentimental life, the news is good, very good even. Love is around the corner, as are harmony and sharing. Don't let them down. Some advice: don't count on your seduction alone. Emotionally, you may be feeling quite good, yet you may get the sense that there is something gnawing on you in a destructive way. It could be that in your efforts to create a safe, nurturing space for yourself, you have limited your range of motion and sense of freedom. Gradually, you have been tying yourself down, making it difficult to get up and leave as you wish. With the moon still in Aquarius after yesterday's new moon, this is something that you are still getting a feel for, but as you move into the new month, it is clear this has been an opportunity for a fresh start. It is the moon's alignment with Saturn that brings a chance to tap into his steely sense of resolve just as the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment, returns to Aquarius for the first time in 4 years. This brings the resolve to use yesterday's new moon as the opportunity for a reset that it was. The moon is still in Aquarius after yesterday's new moon, so you are emotionally and intuitively engaged as the asteroid Juno returns today. With no planetary activity in your relationship sector, but a full moon here in a few weeks, the queen of commitment, and especially commitment to your relationships, returns with a chance to start taking a more serious and committed approach. When the moon connects with Jupiter, it can add a lot of positivity to the overall energy of the day. Jupiter is an optimistic planet that allows us to call on our philosophical side and expand our worldly horizons. This is also a very lucky aspect. Emotions get bigger, as does a need to open up to other people, something we never thought we could do. The moon squares Neptune today too, and when Neptune is involved we begin to see the world through rose-colored glasses. This can make us overzealous and impair our judgment of situations, because we're inclined to think the best of other people even if that isn't necessarily true or real. We want to believe in the goodness of people, but it's important to watch out for those who might take us for granted or not have our best interests at heart. You could get played or used and not see it coming, which is why it's important to be aware of this possibility. The other side of this transit is that we could knowingly let others take advantage of us. While we can trust our head to steer us in the correct direction, we should aim to be heart-centered in our approach. The next 2 days are an excellent time for starting things, but not for seeing them through if they require extensive planning or patience. Also before dawn, Leo Mars forms a square to Ceres in Taurus, activating a T-square with retrograde Jupiter in Aquarius. The opposition between Mars and Jupiter will be exact tomorrow. This transit presents a conflict between two fundamental human instincts, self-preservation and the reflex to protect those we care about. We believe others must submit to us so we can help them. If they refuse our help, we lose our purpose, so we interpret this as defiance, an insult, or a threat. If someone does permit us to assist them, we will make sure they don't forget it. Reminders of how giving and generous we are subtly imply that we are owed a debt of gratitude, which inevitably breeds resentment, making the other party wish they hadn't asked in the first place. We should monitor our actions closely today. Self-reflection is the only way to determine whether we are out of line or overstepping another's boundaries.